right. Yeah, man, we got that dub, man. It was a tough one. Tough one. 16-12 win. Our defense came through again for us. It was a close game. We got a pick. We tried to melt down the clock as much as we could. Yay! 2-0. Fuck the Nets. Fuck McDaniels. The Jets. Better make sure we in here. We know these fuck ass Jets fans. Alright, guys. Look at all those losers. Yeah, man. I had to share that. That was a little video from a couple weeks ago. But yeah, that's what it's supposed to feel like, man, every time. So I'm hoping we get back to that. And it starts with the Chiefs. Good morning. Raider Nation, Raider Nation. Hope everyone's good. Feeling good. Woke up on the right side of the bed. Back to Saturdays, man. Back where I'm supposed to be. So it's good. I passed, guys. I got my, got my certificate, got all that. Got a raise in the process. So, shout out to that. So very excited about it. It took a month out of my life. It felt like, doing pretty much took me away from kind of, the grind and everything like that. But, you got to do what you got to do. So shout out to everybody out there. Last week was, oh man, I think that's the worst thing is when you're that close and it always feels like all you have to do is, score a touchdown and that's it. Like it's that easy. But, we play in a tough league, but the chances were there. It's kind of hard to say. Me personally, I felt like I would have took the field goals because, yeah, we always complain about touchdowns, us getting touchdowns over field goals, but at the same time, we're going to take those field goals if the opportunity is there. Because that's points, and you never know. Because our defense has been playing good enough to stop people, so that's why I feel like we should always play as if we're going to get the stop. And you don't get. I get it. You're going for a touchdown and you tie the game, but at the same time, we could have went for the win at the end of the day. But that's past. We lost, and it is what it is. And a very good team. It was going to be a tough one anyway. But shout out to our defense, and once again, our offense had a tough time. And it is what it is. We are still growing as a team. We're still, but we're seeing our holes. We're seeing where the holes are. So going into the rest of the year and next season, are things that we need to shore up. Because we're not the only ones that see what's going on. They know too, but they have to instill confidence in their guys as long as they're playing and as long as they're, doing what they're doing. So they're not going to break their spirit. They're going to keep coaching them up, keep getting them, to play these games, and let's try to get through this season. So for the most part, everyone's, excuse me, stayed pretty healthy. We haven't really had a lot of injuries besides like the Colton Miller and, excuse me, so um yeah, it's going to be a process. At the beginning of the season, I seen us doing, I don't know, I just seen the offense clicking. I seen us, doing a lot better. To be honest, before the season started, I thought it was going to be us scoring more points and our defense giving up, kind of vice versa, just kind of how it is, the opposite of what it is right now. But, to look at the positives of it, it's good to see that we are forming a good defense and that the coaching is working. And we got a lot of young guys, and that's a good thing. If we can coach this into them early and get them to bring this consistently and learn from their mistakes. Because, like I say, I'm a big believer in making mistakes if you're gonna learn from them. Like, of course you don't want to go around making mistakes, but at the same time, if you do make a mistake, you got to make sure you learn from it. That you learn from it, you avoid it, you don't make the same mistake twice. You know, some may say me being a Raider fan is kind of like insane, but I find no other team that fits me. So it is what it is. You know, but it's all of our, because we all share this. We all everywhere, everyone listening, everyone out there, everyone that's gonna hear this, we are all believers that one day we are gonna be right. That all the faith we have put in our team, saying that this is the year after year, because it starts like that, man. It's every year we know that this is gonna be the year until it's not. So it's I'm a Libra, right? So I can see both sides. I can see, like, even if I don't like you, if you have a good point, I can't help but see, what I'm saying? I'm not that petty, right? But it's I feel, because how I see it, right, realistically, we can only lose two more games, and then the playoff talk is because it's not that, yeah, anything can happen, right? But we lost to a lot of AFC teams early. The Steelers, the Chargers, the was it the Bills? All these teams that when we come to play tiebreakers, they have the advantage because they beat us. So it's gonna be a climb unless we win everything on out. So is it possible? Of course. But it's I'm about about a loss, I think, from just thinking about the off season, thinking about, how we could shore up the things that kind of went wrong this year, just how we can upgrade and stuff like that. Just because realistically, man, like, and I hope to God I'm wrong. I hope to God I'm wrong. I hope they win every game out and just prove otherwise, of course. But like, just realistically, we can only lose two more games. So I will hold out until we to see what the results of this Chief game is, and just how we play, and just how we, because I feel like this is the time. I feel like this is the time to beat them, because they're not the big bad wolf no more. They're a team that can scrap and make it happen, and create opportunities. Like, their quarterback gives them, I mean, he plays reckless sometimes, but at the same time, he can create out of nowhere with a simple pump fake. He can get someone to go one way, and it's like he's good, man. Like, we can't take nothing away from him. And they hate us as much as we hate them. So, you know what I mean? As much as we hate them and we want to get at them, they feel the same towards us. And I just that's why we wanted so much because how embarrassing that'll be just to them, just to lose to us, the black sheep of the league, you know. So I'm looking forward to it, because that's what it's about. This rivalry is real, you know, and I like it that way. I like that they hate us as much as we hate them. Appreciate that. So, like I said, for last week was a tough one. Yep, we let the Dolphins escape with a 20-13 win. Like I said, we were there. We were close. We were very close, and we just couldn't get anything kind of going on offense. And it's our line is not holding as well as it should. It's doing the best it can, but at the end of the day, it's not giving him enough time. But at the same time, this kid has to get the ball out too. Because, from what I seen, it was just, you know, you gotta because there's a certain point, like when you get to like 4 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you gotta either run or do something or get out, hey, Furpo, what's good, brother? You got to do something. You got to get it out of there. So get the ball out. And there should always be an escape for him. Like there should always I feel like him and JJ should get on the same page. Like, hey, if everything breaks down, just I need to know where you're gonna be at. Like when you see things going bad, get to a place where I could just flip it to you and you can just get off. Because that's why I would love to get Josh Jacobs in space. Get him, not just a screen because they're it seems like they're sniffing those out. They got those, they stop our screens all the time. But we need to get something where we stretch the field out, but we make JJ like run just like a little simple pattern just to get him against a linebacker, and just that's a mismatch, and especially in space. So there's things that I don't know. It was all around. We should have took the points. We would have gave ourselves a chance to win in the end. Excuse me. Um, we should have ran the ball more. I felt like we should have ran, just to get that. It would have slowed the game down because that's how you slow. Because there was a drive where they ran the ball. I think it was 3 straight times, and then they punted, and I think it was 4th and 1. And I'm like, if you ran those many times, you might as well live or die with it. Because go run it, make them stop it one more time. Because I mean, I don't know, man. To give yourself, I always believe in do whatever you got to do to give yourself a fresh set of downs. And 4th and 1, I mean, if you can't get a yard, what are we doing? We're professionals. But it is what it is. We lost, like I said. Um, yeah, I just talked about that, but yeah, we had the chance to tie it up and did not take the field goals that would have eventually won the game. Yeah, but the good thing is our defense is coming along nicely, and it did give us the opportunity because that's all you can ask for. Because I mean, how many games have we seen where we've say punted it away with like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, hoping that our defense could get us another opportunity, could put the ball back in DC's hand, and it never came. So I think the offense. So my simple fix for the offense is do whatever you got to do to shore up this line. Like I get it, we're being cheap, and we're not spending a lot of money on our line, but we need to invest in this line because we have the pieces. We're letting Devontae just waste away if we don't protect Aiden to be able to get the ball out. And yes, he's got to get it out faster. You know what I mean? But we have to give him time either way. We have to allow JJ space either way. So there's things that, I mean, just from my opinion, like I said, my opinion don't really mean nothing. But what I see is that the kid needs time. The kid needs time in two ways. The kid needs time to learn these defenses. Cause I mean, every week, that's the thing. Like I know we are hard. We are hard on him. I am hard on him. When I see in games, I'm judging everything because I mean we see it and we can't help but see the mistakes, but I get it. He is still learning. And every week he is getting hit with a defense that he has never seen in some sort, in some fashion. They're sending blitzes that he's never seen. So he's going to see the tape, he's going to learn, but is he going to learn in time for us to make it to the playoffs this year? That's the true question. And of course, yeah, I mean, we have no choice but to give him time because he's all we got. We seen what Jimmy was, we seen what Hoyer was. So I don't see another quarterback on the roster, so he's the last hope. So um I definitely feel we are going to draft our I hope. Okay, so like I said, this is my hope. I'm going to say my hope. My hope is that we do draft our quarterback of the future in this next draft. I feel we need to keep shoring up our offense. I mean, excuse me, keep shoring up our defense. Keep adding pieces. Fix the line. Get whoever you got to get to fix this line or whatever you got to do. Try some different packages, bring some people in, work, and just fix this line. And because there's not much you have to do, it's really not. We have the offensive pieces. I would add some more speed though. I understand, we got Trey Tucker, but I want some big, fast guys. I want some guys that can get open, that can, you know what I'm saying? Like can reach over, like it's because it's like I like the gadget guys. If they get loose, they're good, they're fast, yes. But if you can't get them out in space, it's useless. You know what I mean? So I want big receivers, fast receivers that can catch. They can fly down the field, they can catch over people because we don't have that. So I mean, yes, we got Devontae, but we see that's kind of not working right now. But he's gonna get I don't know. He's going to get the double treatment. He's going to get the brackets. But I think we have a good thing. I think we have a good thing with Jacoby Myers, him, and if Renfro can play like he's, you know what I mean? The Renfro that we seen uh, leaping and jumping and juking, that's the Renfro that we need every game. But see, that's the thing. We have to get him the ball in space, and he can create. And that's Aiden getting the ball. He has to get. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know if they're meeting separate. Like because DC used to meet with Renfro and Devontae and to work on. Remember they used to do the throwing like in the park or wherever they were. You know what I'm saying? Like all those videos and stuff like that. He used to do those videos, and we used to see him just develop chemistry. And like I hope Aiden is taking a page out of that. Like just getting on the same page. I hope it's not just what you're working on during practice. I hope you're doing these extra hours with your guys. You're a young guy. You can do this. You got the young energy to do this. Like meet with your guys, get on the same page. Hey, if this happens, and I kind of I hope they're turning it up on the practice field with him, showing him different blitzes and letting him digest all this stuff and trying to, because that's all it is. It's like it's a puzzle, you know. If you got a guy coming from here, there's a gap. Someone's got to make up that space, and they can't cover two people. So it's just knowing, just knowing what's coming at you, and he's got to develop that. And we're rushing it, yes, because we want the damn playoffs every year. And I wish he had got a start, but at the same time they thought, and I know they were idiots, but they thought that Jimmy was going to be the answer. We all we're hoping that Jimmy was the answer, and we were and we see, and we a lot of us talked about this last year too, or prior to the season, that by mid-season they'll have the kid in and stuff like that. So I mean, you know if they had to listen to us, they would have been all right. Yeah, but I know it is, we still do, there still is a shot we can beat any given Sunday, any given Sunday. So, yeah, the thing about D-Menace, salute, my brother. Furbo, Freddie, Nick. Salute, salute. Yep. Yep. Aiden struggled. He can't be that reckless with the ball. Um, so Ramsey made a dope interception. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he dove and everything. I was like some Madden shit. But yeah, it was a bad ball. And one thing I said on shout to Holly and Dark too was they have to start coming back to the receivers. I mean, they have to start coming back to the quarterback and helping him out. Like he's a young guy. Like, I mean, I get it. Everybody wants to catch and go. But the thing is, you got to go, you have to help your quarterback out. You have to go, come to him, come get the ball. You know what I mean? And it's, we gotta help him out, man. So we go against this week, our favorites, the Kansas City Chiefs. So they have the fourth ranked defense. It was kind of teetering. Some said second. I think it was like maybe second a couple weeks ago, but yeah. So it tells us as fourth right now. It's not gonna be like until our offense shows us, that they're on the same page. Because we're fresh off the 2 wins at home. So that's why there's hope because we play good at home. We have been playing good at home, and there is the energy, and there's nothing like coming off that field with that dub. So our goal is to make it a long flight for them back home. The Raiders have always been the spoilers, like the underdogs, the hated. So if we go on this revenge tour, started with Mahomes. I mean, because like I said, it's doable. It's possible, but we can't. We have to play every game like it's our last. We have to play every game like it's our last. We have to. Yeah, and I talked about this too. Because it's not all on Aiden. Our line doesn't allow time. He's not mobile, so time is already against him. All DBs have to do is hold for 3 to 4 seconds, and the play is over. Our plays can't develop if the line can't provide time. So we have to give him time, and so we're especially gonna have to give him time. We got big old 95 coming, Mr. Chris Jones. We got some interesting matchups. So we got Devontae and L'Jarius Sneed. But honestly, it's like because I've done these like the last couple weeks, right? And it's almost not fair. It's almost not fair to give him that comparison. Like to give him a fair competition because if he had like Aaron Rodgers still, throwing to him, then it'd be fair, you know what I mean? But he has a kid that's still learning and he's trying to it almost seems like what they're trying to force Devontae the ball instead of just letting him be a part of the offense, and just letting it just flow. And that's where I think teams figure that out. Teams figure out that they're trying to get because you notice early in the games they always try to feed Devontae, kind of get him just in case. I guess they go to a different game plan or something. Later on they make sure that they give him his touches. But I want to see the speed. I want to see because I mean we're gonna see so much. Like that's what I'm saying. Just watch the games, and a lot of great people say watch the game with no sound and just just watch the communication, watch what goes on, watch what you know what I mean, like what how just kind of watch Patrick Mahomes while he operates just with no sound. It's like you pick up on a lot of stuff, and he sees everything, and he plays off everything. Like if you're blitzing, he sees you, and he knows what's open. He know, and him and Kelsey are something else. Like they're on the same page always, and we wonder why. They do the work, man. It's like most of the time you'll see just Kelsey just sliding, slowly sliding, just to get to that open spot. Like when things get bad, he'll get to that spot and get in that vision spot of where Patrick can see him and hit him. And that's why he goes to him mostly because, well, recently he's been having his fumble or not fumble, well, yeah, fumbling problems and drops. And the team has been dropping a lot of balls too. So um, I think that was, don't get me wrong, but I think that was one of the reasons that what's his name? Tyreek Hill left was because he pretty much was tired of all the wild throws and having to, run for his life and all this kind of stuff out there. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm glad Tyreek is gone. Shout out to him. Cause man, like last week was crazy. And they said we held him in check. And he still had like 10 catches, 140 something, and a TD. So, it could have been worse, but man, to be held in check, that's crazy. If that's the if that's the best case scenario. Um, but yeah, we're going against these. Oh dang, I'm sorry about that, guys. I misspelled. Excuse me. Yeah, but the FKC Chiefs, 7-3, first in the AFC West. Uh, this right here, not a fun fact. The Broncos are currently second. Yeah. And because we beat them, we have the tiebreaker, of course. So all we got to do is take care of business. Now they beat the Chiefs, and they got 70 put on them. So we got to meet them in the middle. It's gonna be a tough one, man. But we got to get it done. That's the thing. We've been here before. Like I'm hoping this is similar to the Basaccia season, because coach gone. What I mean? Team rallying together, rallying behind a new, interim coach. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah, but I hope it is. I hope it's the same. And so this ain't your daddy's Chiefs, all right? This ain't the Chiefs that we've all, it's not the Chiefs that put up 40 on us twice in a season. You know, he's been making mistakes, and tip balls can lead to turnovers, as we know this season. And like I said, we've been getting these turnovers. So if we can continue to get turnovers, but offense, help the defense out. That's all I'm asking. Help the defense out. Because that's the thing. Like last week, we did not capitalize on our turnovers. And that's the thing. If you win the turnover battle, usually win the game. And and we have to score off these. Offense has to be ready. We have to either, coaching, play calling has to be right too. We got to run the ball. We got to run the ball, and we got to know when to run the ball. And we got to create opportunities to run the ball. I'm saying run these reverses and then switch it up and run, like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can do. But, like I said, he's learning on the job too. AP's doing the best he can. And he's going to hopefully learn from last week. And he's going to take that into this game. This is a big game for him. This is, we can't say that this isn't a big game for AP, because this right here might just decide his job. So he's playing for his life. So you know how dangerous it could be when someone's playing for their life. Yeah, but I hope him the best, and I just hope he lets it loose, man. Don't be, let them boys have it. I ain't scared of no Chiefs. Because, like I said, it's going to be a tough game. I'm not going to say it's going to be a, easy one or anything like that. No, we're going to bring our hats. You know what I mean? It's gonna be that. But like I said, this is all I'm screaming for Aiden. This ain't the game to be shy, Aiden. This ain't the game to leave it, to be conservative and all this. Get the balls to our guys. Get the ball to our guys and let them do what they do. We got speed. We have some speed. We just got to get it to them, create for them. Stop running these two wide receiver sets. Stretch the field. I've been screaming it all week. Shout to Lunatic too, man. We talked about this. Spread, 4 wide receivers, 5 wide receivers. Spread the field out. Pick people apart. That's why you notice like it seems like everyone has more wide receivers than we do. Like these little trick plays and all this kind of stuff. And it's like we are too predictable with the two wide. I mean, you don't have to really defend much, like what the tight end or you know what I'm saying? Like stretch the field out, force them to play one-on-one. You make them play what you want them to play. That's how remember back in the Chiefs when they had Tyreek, when they had Robinson, when they had what's his was it Watkins or whatever, Sammy Watkins. Like when you had they would spread the field out. Then you had Kelsey, you had Tyreek. It's like when you had all these players, they would just spread the field out and they'd just force you and just pick you apart because you can't stop everybody, and especially get you in one-on-ones. It's like what it's gonna be. So, you don't have to worry about any, you don't have to worry about zone. You can, just beat your man. So that's what we need to do. And then we need to start running these, like running. I keep saying it, keep running. We can't just run one reverse play or counter play once a game. We can't do that. We have to be, force the defense to move, force them out of place. Don't let them just stand there and be able just to decipher the play and then get to it. No, make them move. Make them move where you want them. Take their eyes where you want them to go and take them off what we're really trying to do. We have to be crafty, man. I don't know if it's these defenses are getting better or is it just the offense? I mean, the offenses are so vanilla that these defenses are finding them out. Because I noticed how Ramsey was playing Devontae last week. So he was very patient. He was just waiting, and he knows when Devontae would go to his real move. Like he would just wait it out because he knew Devontae. Because I don't know for some reason he knew there was no quick throws because he would just wait it out, and then he knew when Devontae would do his speed off. So that's how I don't know. That's how teams are kind of playing him because they know he's gonna try to use the footwork to try to get himself open and get the DB out of position. So Ramsey did a good job of just kind of staying put and not going for it, and then using his acceleration to get to the spot after Devontae is committed to his whatever that move was. So we got to figure something out. The offense has to flow. It can't be we're force feeding Devontae and we're trying to create where we're throwing into 3 defenders because what does that mean if we're throwing into the 3 defenders? Somebody is wide the hell open. So it has to flow. It has to be hit the open guy. He has to, I hope in the off season, or maybe he's already hopefully working on it, but just mobility drills and just trying to get, because when we won our first game against Denver, the one thing that Jimmy did do in that game was he ran. Because I mean, if he didn't run for those first downs, we wouldn't have won that game. So he ran and he created opportunities. Because I mean, you're not going to do it every drive, but there's some opportunities where, like I said, 3 yards is better than taking that sack. So. Good morning, Dark. Salute, brother. D Menace. Hit the Dark podcast, man. Definitely check it out. Yeah, that's what I say. Aiden can if the line would give him time. If we could give him the time he needs, because this it's. I would love to see how the offense really looks, but the one thing is Aiden cannot take sacks like that. That's what he cannot do. Because he has to either get the ball out or run, or just when you realize the line's breaking down, go scram, get out of there. And then hopefully that's what I'm saying. Like there's so many levels to it because it's like the thing how you see because you have to look at it. I hate saying this, but Patrick Mahomes, you have to look at how he is. He's him and Travis Kelsey have a chemistry. It's like all they do when they're on the sideline. It's bam. Okay, so next time if this happens, I'm gonna be right here. I'm going this way, so just chuck it. I'm gonna be there. It's the conversations. It's everything that It's chemistry and just doing the work, not just saying, okay, who cares? We'll get it back. No, it's like next time, and then there's gonna be a point where it's not even a question. He could just look at him and be like, hey, and then he knows, okay, for sure, I got you. And it's because it's like you've seen everything, and that they have seen everything. And it's hard for us to get on the same page like that when it's constantly a rotation in and out of, like every year it's a different roster, different quarterback, different chemistry. So, like in the beginning of the season, lost Devontae, lost Jacoby, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, we just got JJ back. JJ was struggling. It was just putting the pieces together. And then now we're finally, piecing together. And then we got, Max is questionable and stuff like that. But, we'll see. But like I said, someone's got to step up. And I know he doesn't want to miss this game for nothing. So, my bet's on him being there. And if he has to get a little rest to get in, let him have it. So, but, we talked all that good stuff about Mr. Patricia. But is he human after all? So he's had a pretty okay season. 2,600, 19 TDs, 9 interceptions, 93.8 pass rating, 67.1 completion percentage. He's not lighting it up, but he's doing what they need to do. They're getting wins. But they've been losing as of late, so we hope we can keep it going. Now, this dude is 15, is very crafty and can create so much on offense. We've seen him, not just all the behind the backs and, Magic Johnson passes and all that kind of stuff. We've seen him do a lot. But he's been getting injured a lot, so he's not doing a lot of the crazy. There's still kind of some wild passes and stuff like that. He tries to anticipate a little bit much, and he doesn't have Tyreek anymore. 15, you got to let that go, man. You don't have 15 no more. All right, he's not there to bail you out and chase down your ragged balls. So yeah. So we must be disciplined and take our gambles when he is pressured. And I hope Marcus Peters remembers, what it's like. And I hope we can get some pressure. And I'm hoping Marcus Peters can get picks on them like he used to do on us, but in our uniform now. Yeah, but 15 is crafty, man. So we're going to have to, basically he is their offense. They live or die with him because I've seen him hurt, win games, and damn Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So he can, all I can say is that he is crafty and he can create. We definitely have to get hits on him, make it hurt. Like he should be struggling to get up by the end of the game because we should be getting to him, whacking him, whacking him. Don't lose the game. Make it good hits, but you know what I'm saying? Just he should feel us. Because the thing with him, you can't go for those pump fakes. You have to hit him. Just go like you were just gonna drive and hit him, but don't kill him. Don't kill him. But you know what I'm saying? Like he should. We want him sore. We don't want him running. We don't want him walking. You know. So we want to make it tough for him. Because if you take, like they say, you cut off the head, kill the beast. And his receivers aren't built like that to carry the game. Oh dang. Yep. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Got to see family and eat some good food. Yeah, I hope. I don't know. My prediction. I'm saying. I'm gonna say. Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna say 25-23 us. 25-23 us. Ozzy salute. Yeah. Yeah, that's the main goal, Oz. Cause it's like I don't there's a lot of hatred. Let's talk about it, man. So from the ring around the Rosie to just the disrespect with like Kelsey saying every time he comes, he goes and plays us, that's an automatic 2 touchdowns, 200 yards. It's just the disrespect, man. Like, and I mean, that's what kind of hypes it up and makes it good. But um, just know that they're gonna want to get the ball to Kelsey. They're gonna use other people to probably drive down the field and all that kind of stuff. They're so one thing they're really crafty in is they'll do that where they flip it to he'll set back, let everybody go, and then as the rush comes, he'll flip it to like either the fullback or whoever's playing that second back uh, up the cut. And we got hit with it. So we got hit with it in Miami by Ahmed. That kind of play. That's why it was kind of good to see that. So that way we hopefully don't get hit with that again. I would like to see us bat down more balls. Get put the ball in the air. Because the one thing with Mahomes is all of his receivers are trained to get to a window. Deliver and get. I mean, sorry, to run the route and get to a window. So we have to get inside those windows, break in those windows, and bat these balls down, and create opportunities for pick sixes. Everything has to go to the house. Because this is my message to the defense. If you get your hands on it, take it to the house. Help our offense out. We pray for our offense. We hope that it finds itself and gets it together. Don't make me come out there. So I'll tell you how to get it done. So I play Madden. No, but I hope we definitely get it together. Let's see. One thing. So I think the running game. I was kind of joking when I said it, but it would not be a bad idea to use what's his name, Zamir White and some of these fullback as like a fullback, but he would also give us another threat. But because we don't have a fullback, but we could utilize him because our running game did struggle. We have to. I don't know. We got to figure something out. We have to figure out a second back because it's always just straight JJ, and it's just predictable. And it's like we're not getting enough time. And JJ can block, yes, he can, but he's not who you want blocking because there's sometimes when I see the rush coming, and I just want JJ just to pop out, pop out and let Aiden get the ball to him. But there's so much pressure coming sometimes, and they know that's how they can get us because they know he's a young kid. They put the pressure on him to make sure that he has to rush his throw, and all the DBs have to do is just play it tight, and they can either get a pick or they're gonna, you know, uh, get a pass defense. So we have to, I hope they're learning. I hope I hope he's watching different schemes and stuff because you got to be a tape demon, man. You got to be able to watch the film, watch the footage, like see what other teams are doing, see different schemes because it's going to help you see the whole picture. Thank you, Dark. I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys coming through. Back to the Saturdays, back to the grind. Um, so KC, one thing that KC does is through the running game is, they haven't really had it, the last couple years, but this year that Wild Child Pacheco, um, he's been running hard. He's been making himself a tough tackle. Ooh, excuse me. But we've been doing a good job of containing the run, not getting hit crazy. So which is good because we force them to have to pass. Because if we can hold them down, we can stop the run. We force them into a third and long situation. We force them to pass the ball, and we've been playing good defense. So yeah, we got to beat this team. And like I said, for Antonio Pierce, this is a big game. Like I said, he's playing for his life. He's playing for his future. Because he beat the Chiefs. All is forgiven. It's kind of one of those. Like it's they're the defending champs. They're the bar. They've been doing a lot of winning in the last few years, and you know they are they're not done competing. So we were previously in the second place, but like I said, Denver's been on a tear, which this is the Russell Wilson that they expected to get. He's been moving around. He's been, it's I think he's learning to move with his offense, and it's been coming together. He's been giving them a chance. So Chargers are going, so I'm glad. Let them keep it up. Hopefully they get that. Hopefully that coach stays. Actually, I hope he stays. I like that guy. I like him. Tell him keep it up. But yeah. So if we take care of business, we were back in second where we need to be, and we are still trucking. So our schedule. This was probably the hardest back to back since are the Bills Pittsburgh game. They're all hard, I guess. They're all hard at the end of the day. But this is one of the toughest tests because we go from I think it was the number one offense and then to the number eight. But we know this team can go from 8 to 1 real quick. So yeah, we got to get points though. We have to. The thing is, like we start Renfro, we seen why they kept the guy around. And it's plays like that. And like I say, the only thing is he can't make them if we can't get the ball to him. So we have to be able to create. He has to be a part of, the screen game, all these kind of plays, just like the reverses, all this kind of stuff. Just have him running. Just have him in movement. That's where, I don't like defenses stationary because they can just sit and wait and contain. They can just sit, set their edge and contain. But we have to move them. We have to move them around with motion. Use motion. I can't say that. Can't say that enough. Bam. I'm hoping we put it all out there on the field. We got a bye right after, so hopefully Peters actually plays physical for this one game. Just one game only. The Matador struck again last week. He was sitting there playing tango with Tyreek Hill on the sideline. Yeah, I hope so. I hope the offense turns it up, man. I just hope, because we played them close last year, but we didn't get it done. But I like the way we competed, so I just hope that umph is still there, because I like our chances. Like I said, they don't have a Tyreek Hill. They don't have anyone, that I'm too worried about. They're kind of built like Denver, kind of. If you kind of look at it. Yep. Shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. Yep. Let that boy cook. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. He definitely does. And I he's a super trooper, man. So I like that. Yep. So you know he'll grow. It's like it's not that I don't have confidence that he may figure it out, but at the same time, like how I see it is we are getting our quarterback this next draft, because it's about time, guys. It's about time that we get our guy for the future. Everyone else has their guy, the Trevor Lawrences, the uh, even though he's not working out, but the Bryce Youngs, the CJ Strouds, like it's about time. We had the same quarterback for 9 years, and we never developed a guy behind him to eventually take the torch. So we're in the position that we're in now, plug and play with our quarterback system. And it's like we're just putting in whoever can kind of get us through the season, and kind of we're still trying to figure out what we have. So next year, I'm willing to bet everything that we land our future quarterback. And yeah, we may not know what he's going to be, but at least we'll have a guy, like, and it has to be a top three, top two, and if we got to trade up to get it, because most teams have got their future quarterback, or they're doing the cheap route where they're rather go with the guy that they're going with, just to kind of save them on the cap, and they can bring players in and all this kind of stuff. So, but we need to get a guy, and and worst case, or best case, Aiden's our guy, and we got another guy that's going to be our our number two, our consistent, capable number two. But we need to land our guy, and it's a good thing that our defense is coming together. That's the best thing that can go, because that means we're gonna have the draft capital to be able to, if we gotta move up, if we gotta, trade up or whatever to get that. But we need that. That's one thing that we definitely need. We need our future quarterback. And who knows if he's going to be the guy, but we're never going to know unless we get the guy. So let's get him, and let's get it. And I mean, look at CJ. Look, I know we're not saying we're going to get the next CJ Stroud, but I'm saying it's possible, because we keep, kind of limiting ourselves. What do we really have to lose? What are we going to lose games? We've already done that for years. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta go get our guy, and everything has come to everything is working out the way it's supposed to. And it sucks that it took this long, but guys, believe that the winning is coming. The winning is coming. It's this is kind of figure it out season, to be honest, because we're trying to see what Aiden's going to be. I hope he is that guy, because then that would just save us so much, because then we could just build around him and just fortify that line. Um, but yeah, the winning is coming. And it's if Aiden's not the guy, we're getting our quarterback this next year, or either way, we'll have them both. So, but we're gonna get our guy this next draft, and I'm so glad that the McDaniel's regime isn't here to make that decision. So it's gonna be a fresh start. And I like it because we have a player. an ex player as a coach that knows the game, knows the game, and he can get players that actually play. You know, he's going to understand the game, and he's going to understand the need of the game, and he's going to understand the pieces that we'll need to take us over the top. We will finally get this line secure. We're going to get all these people out of here that don't contribute to this team, that are just collecting a check. It's good when we win, but it's one of those things that if we can, I don't know, like the season isn't over. So till it is, till we get these two or more losses, whatever, because we could possibly get it 9-7 or 9-8. But the goal is just win 10, man. 10 wins. Let's get it. We're halfway there. Halfway there. And we could, it starts with if we could beat KC, this will really get our confidence up. Because if you beat, you beat the best, you could beat everybody. So hopefully it's another dub, man. And like I said, we're at home. And so Raider Nation, no matter what side you're on, the Raiders side or you on the side where the Chief players are, let them feel it, man. Like on both sides, man, you got to wake it up. Like Raider, the energy is real. You know what I'm saying? They need the passion of the crowd, man. They need to hear us. Third down, second down. Make them boys make it hard on the other side. We have to be there for our guys. I know it's tough. I know it's like, it's gonna be a slobber knocker. But we will come out on top. It's time. It's time. It's time. Appreciate you guys, man, for coming through. Get a thief. Get a thief in the chat. Yeah. So who you think wins, guys? L'Jarius Sneed or Devontae? Now, one-on-one, like I said, but one-on-one, I say Devontae all day. Because there are spots where Devontae's are open, and it's just like Aiden will either be running or not running, but trying to get away from the sack or getting sacked, and he's got to get the ball out. He's got to create when it's the opportunity, a real 50-50 ball, and I got Devontae all day. I got Devontae all day long, but yeah. Yeah, one thing I always say, they took Mac Dre from us. KC will always be hated. So, what I say, 25-22, 25-22. That's my prediction. Now, my keys to victory. I have to say, we have to run the ball. We have to be creative with the run. We have to run the ball. We have to limit the amount of possessions that Patrick Mahomes has. One thing I know Patrick Mahomes hates more than anything is to be standing there watching what's going on, without, not knowing if it's going to be able to get back in the game and make it happen. And that's where I like to keep Patrick on the sidelines. the sidelines, hoping and wishing. So we got to hold the ball. We got to create, man. We got to put our best players on the field. Best players on the field. And if we do that, we have a great opportunity to send them boys home. So let's send them home. You know, let's send them home. Guys, I appreciate you guys coming through, but that is all I got for today. Yep, appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming through. I'm gonna send some. So I did this one solo. So I'm gonna send some some links out for the next show. So if we do get this win, I'm gonna probably put it out tonight, but I'm gonna put the thumbnail out tonight, and I'll send the links out for the show. So I'm gonna send the links to a couple of you guys so you guys can hop on. So yeah, look for those on IG. Thank you. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you guys. So the goal is we want to see more times like this. You know what it is, man. See it? That's what it's about. Seeing them sad ass Chief fans walking out of that stadium crying. Talking about, oh man, we lost to the Raiders. Yeah, damn right you did. So I will love to come on this Sunday night show and celebrate this win. And we got to put Mahomes down. That's the thing. We have to get him. We have to hit him. Old school Raider football. Put him down. Put him down. But you guys have a good Saturday. Powerful, strong Saturday. Don't let anything, no negativity stop you from doing what you need to do. The goal is the Super Bowl. Let's go.